Bold letters and graphics on a white background. There's no better way to present information. What is it about this graphic style that compels us to watch? Who cares? Let's just explore how to do it, as well as ways to layer in some creativity beyond hand-animated text. Now, if you do just need some text to animate onto the screen, there are fully digital alternatives, like Flip-a-Clip, with lots of creative possibilities. But we're going to go old school and get that handmade look, since that's what we do around here anyway. So first, gather your materials. Of course, a dry erase board, preferably a clean one. It doesn't have to be massive, just big enough for the level of detail you're going for. And pens, don't go cheap here, or they'll dry out before the animation is done. An eraser, though I found that wipes and tissue work as well as ones actually made for dry erase. For the camera and support, you can use a device running StopMotion Studio mounted on a tripod. It will shoot upside down, but the image can be flipped in the app. Yes, my dog is helping. Then make sure to get a really good focus and lock it in manual so the focus doesn't change on you. The setup needs to be bump resistant, so secure the dry erase board down as well. I'm using Dragonframe and a DSLR on a special custom-made downshooter rig. Actually, I drilled holes in a stripped-down cat tree support and screwed it to a board. I'm that cheap. For lights, it's important to have two, one on each side, to have an evenly lit, bright board. The trick is to keep the shadow of the tripod legs off the board. You can do this by angling the tripod forward and securing the legs to the table. When you're ready to shoot, it's a good idea to plan ahead. Fully draw the final version of the text or images and save it. Clear the board and then add it as a background image that you can use as reference as you animate. First, shoot some frames of the blank board, then draw the first letter appearing, lining it up with the background. As you get the hang of it, play around with other ways to make the text appear. Keep it visually interesting. Another way to plan ahead is to start with the final graphic, animate the text disappearing, and play it back in reverse. This goes a lot faster because you're not always dealing with that perfect lineup of the background image, and you know the final image will be exactly the way you want it. But what can we do that can't be done digitally on an app? You can include your own hand writing out the text or making the graphics magically appear. You could animate an image of a hand in an app, but nothing beats the real thing, and I think the shadow is a nice touch. You can get some perspective in the action by having your hand come from above, not just the side. And of course, whiteboard animation doesn't have to be just text. It can include characters, basically as a way to do hand-drawn animation, with the option of combining it with pixilation and stop motion. You're the creative one, you think of something. Tired of the white background? Invert the image for a black background. Just light the board as bright as you can so the true white turns to true black. First, shoot an image of your pen colors and invert it as a test. Here, green will be red, so I animate green markers for lasers. The end result has the colors I want. Once you play around with the basics like this, you'll start coming up with even more creative ways to present the text and graphics in your videos. Thanks for watching.